All the crimes, rape, robbery, murder, aggravated assault, burglary, larceny, motor vehicle theft, every one of those crimes are going to be higher in one of these markets.
Well, all those things are disruptive to the community, and all those things have been a concern for law enforcement for 40 years, but the traditional means of addressing that have not worked.
Traditionally, up into the 1970s, early 1980s, police really were very reactionary in that they responded to calls for service, arrested the bad guy and moved on.
Virtually everyone, police, prosecutors, citizens, are frustrated with current approaches to dealing with the issue of illegal drugs.
Instead of taking, tactical response teams or vice teams and knocking down doors, maybe try a different approach.
If you could be offered an intervention that appears to have the promise of permanently changing the dynamics within particular neighborhoods.
By tackling the underlying problem, which is the open drug market.
And if it doesn't require a dramatic infusion of new resources.
You'd be wasting your time trying to do a burglary task force, a motor vehicle theft task force. The underlying problem is the open market.
If it could generate reduced crime, reduced fear of crime among local residents, reduced signs of disorder.
We are taking away the folks that shouldn't be there anyway. They're violent, they've got gun histories.
And not be dependent on incarcerating huge numbers of young people. Why not try it?
Solving the problem at the lowest level makes the most sense, and it gets you the biggest bang for the buck.
You have the basic innate human need for safety. That's incentive number one. Incentive number two is it's cost effective. There's a dollars and cents cost to crime that's horrific.
I think this program succeeds because it's really what everyone wants. I think there's been a lot of, as we've heard, kind of tension between law enforcement and community.
They need to know that whenever they call us and we come out, we're going to do something about it, so that they're not scared to call us.
The very same communities that were throwing rocks and bottles at my police cars now want all of the officers who work that area to come, and they host them for a big dinner. The citizens, I'm sure, feel like they're honoring us for the work we did. We go there out of respect for the work they did with us. We didn't engage in this work to convince others across the country. I hope that does happen, because I want communities to experience the same thing that we've experienced in High Point. I want this to be a national model. I think it deserves to be a national model.